Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be an exciting one because I'm going to show you how to make $1 million with Pulsechain and Pulsex. Now, immediately to the skeptics, for those of you that just rolled your eyes, I want you to understand Hex, the OG project, which is Richard Heart's first project, achieved 1,000,000% in 1 year. What does that mean? That means even if you invested $1,000 at the start of that project, you would have made at the peak $10 million. Now, assuming that Pulsechain and Pulsex come anywhere close to that, and that's why in our community, we're preparing for 100,000% first, right? And then obviously we'll optimize for the best case scenario. But as I said, 1/10 of that is all you need to actually achieve your goals, right? So that's what I'm personally going to be preparing for and preparing my members for. Again, Crypto Crew Premium, if you want access to that strategy, our game plan, our entries, and much, much more. The links are below, right? But we can see just from past history, and again, past history is no indicator of future success, but what we do know is there is clearly a blueprint already there. And the reason why we're all here is because we see the potential in these two projects, right? Now, you've probably seen a lot of videos, right? A lot of videos with people saying you need 20,000 to make $1 million, you need $10,000 to make $1 million, but I'm going to show you how you can do it with less than $1,000. So let's get straight into it. Before I start, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much, much more. Now, here's the interesting part, and here's the exciting part. Like I said, the first thing you need to have is a game plan, right? And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about now. So here's an example. If you were someone that, let's say you had a strategy from the very start, so from before the launch, which is, myself and Richard Hart said to everyone publicly, I hope you have your game plan in place. I hope you're ready. If you did, let's say you did, you started off with maybe 100K or so, you would have made your million. You would have made your $1 million in less than a week. How? Because at the very bottom, here's a Pulsex, for example. So at its very, very bottom from where it is now, the total gain is 1,200%. Of course, if you're playing with 100K to start with, you only need 10x to achieve $1 million, right? And even at its peak, it was almost 2,000%. And similarly with Pulsechain, let me just show you Pulsechain quickly. From its lowest area, right? And you could do it from the pullback if you wish, or from the lowest point. You would see it's currently up 693% so far. Now, these aren't huge moves in the grand scheme of things, right? So a lot of people that think, I've missed it, what am I going to do? I've missed it. No, you haven't. This is still very early days. If you have a game plan, if you have a strategy, then you can make it work, right? Now, with that first strategy of just trying to make a 10x, going in big, it requires extreme perfection. It also requires extreme luck, right? Because you would have had to have PLS and everything ready at these areas, right? And then you could easily walk away out of the game. You made $1 million. Now, for most of you that are watching this, that's not going to be the case, which is why I said a few weeks ago, you're going to need to prepare for entries, right? It's very unlikely and very rare that somebody achieves 100,000 or 1,000,000% of one entry alone. Now, could this happen? Yes, I guess if you bought, you forgot about it, checked 5 years from now and said, oh my God, I'm up this much. The compound effect, I guess so. But most people watching this want to achieve this within a short period of time. So take notes. So number one, if I had $1,000, I would be breaking that up. So if I only had a strict budget of $1,000, I would be breaking that up and preparing for strategic entries at strategic levels. And the way I'm doing this, right, and again, I would also have a bag set aside for short-term potential. That's where you basically take advantage of these short-term moves, you take profit, and then obviously on the pullback, you can use that profit to strategically put positions in so you can compound a lot faster. Again, very complex stuff. This is CC Premium material. Again, click the links below if you want access to that. I'm about to go over that right now with my members. So if you're interested in how to leverage your current portfolio, how to utilize $1,000 in order to build up and take advantage of a potential upside move that could equate to that $1 million target, again, join Crypto Crew Premium right now. Link in my description, right? So number one, any amount of money that I had with my budget, I wouldn't prepare for one move. If you prepare for one entry and that's it, you know, I just have to say with brute honesty, the reason why you're here is because you want an edge, you want information that you're not going to get elsewhere. Then of course you're going to need a perfect entry, and then guess what happens if price does sell off, right? So let's say you enter here and price sells off. Well, now even if you were to let's say 100% from where we are now, let's just say 100% from where we currently are now, let's just do 96%, 90. So if you buy now and price goes up, that's 100%. And let's say this is just your one entry, right? So you have one big entry. Let's say you listen to these people that you think you need 10,000, 50,000, etc. You listen to them, okay, you double your money, 20,000. Guess what? If price does sell off, number one, you're going to be panicking because you basically depleted all your funds. So now you're hoping and praying for the best. So anytime you do see profits, you're likely to cash out or abort mission, right? And this is why I say if you don't have a game plan, you're probably going to lose, right? Whereas if price does sell off, right, and you've only deployed half your bag here, guess what happens? Now from this area, entry at this area, right, all the way back to this area, back to this take profit area here, well, not take profit area, but this 100% area where if you would have bought here, is now equivalent to 534%. So you've just 5x'd your bag by having positions ready for entries at this area. And not on top of that, you would have obviously achieved that 100,000% with this first entry, right? So already you're in a position to overtake these people with larger funds. And that's why I say, just because someone is starting with a large amount, it doesn't mean anything, right? If you don't know how to use those funds and allocate it properly, you're going to lose, or you're not even going to make as much as people that are playing with $100 or $500 or $1,000, right? But obviously, the less you have, the more strategic you have to be. The more you have is the less strategic you have to be per se, in a sense, right? And again, that's going to be a CC Premium exclusive. Again, links below, and I'm going to explain why in depth, right? But don't worry. But can you see the difference here? So just as a live example, entry here with 100% of your bag, it goes up 100%. Okay, you double your bag. If it goes down first, number one, you're down 68% of your funds, so you don't have, you don't even have opportunity to take advantage of these positions. But if you deploy half your bag, guess what? You 5x that, right? As shown. So technically, both bags together, that's over 600%. Now, what I'm going to do, because I don't want to make this video too long-winded, I just want to open up your eyes. That's the point here. I want to open up your eyes. Now, with that being said, how do I actually make $1 million? Well, I've already demonstrated how you can do that. By strategically positioning yourself to take advantage of the compounding growth of Pulsechain and Pulsex over time. And the only way you can do that is by having great positions, not position, great positions. And this is how you're going to, in my opinion, achieve this $1 million goal, which I think is fairly easy if Pulsechain and Pulsex achieve even 1/10 of what Hex achieved, right? And I've shown you all this before. Just because we're all, in this project, just because we're all in this at the same time, it doesn't mean that you're going to be the person to achieve that 100,000%. Because based on your entry, you could achieve maybe 1,000% or maybe 3,000%. Again, it's still good, but ultimately it's not going to be the best optimized position that you could have had if you were strategically well placed and had a game plan in order to take advantage of these percentage moves. And I've made it clear, I think the next 2 months are going to be the best times to position. In fact, now, not even 2 months. I think once this does take off, and let's say, from where we are now, this is up just above or just below this one's 600%. Once it gets past 1,000, 2,000%, guess what? The returns diminish rapidly, because I'll give you a classic example. And again, I'm going to wrap the video up here. So well done for making it this far. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And again, if you want to really take what you're doing to the next level, you need to join Crypto Crew Premium now. But anyway, so have a look at this. So let's just say it goes up 3,000%, right? So in fact, we're going to make this very easy. We're going to just say 2,000%, right? It's 2,000%. And then let's say it's up 2,000%. And then you try to make your entry at this area, right? So you try to get your entry in at this area. And again, this could happen within a week. It could happen within 4 weeks. Right? We're going to have to wait and see. But for you to make 100%, price needs to more than double. 100%, price needs to more than double from where it currently is. I'll show you. So if price goes up, from this area, which would be basically a double, you make 100%. And again, this is a long move. Whereas people that compounded at this area, if price hits the same target, guess how much they make? Let's go up. They make 4,300%. So you can see the positions that are compounded at this area is which allows you to achieve this 4,000, 10,000%, because you're basically compounding. Whereas if you're just getting your one entry here, guess what? That move is only 100%. But I hope I made this clear. I hope this has opened your eyes. That's what I'm here to do. I want to open your eyes, broaden your perspective, and not just have the linear approach of this is how much you need, 10,000 and that's it. Again, if you deploy 10,000 at this area here, price goes up, okay, that's 20,000 profit, right? Whereas if you do that at this area and the price goes up, that's over 430,000 pounds or dollars. But anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you all in Crypto Crew Premium, about to post that exclusive. Again, links below. That's only for those of you that do really want to take what you're doing to the next level. I'll see you all there. Until next update, seize the day.